So hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel CodeML, and today I will taking on logistic regression project for you guys. And this project, as you can see the headline, this for the Python notebook file that is predicting the customer churn. Uh, so for this project, this is just like a regression problem, and I have used over here the machine learning algorithm that is the logistics regression classification algorithm. Okay, so I will be taking this entire project in 2 to 3 videos, and will try to make this as much as simply explained this project. Okay, so just be with me for the next 2 to 3 videos, and you will be able to build a logistic regression classification model. Okay, and how we will be evaluating this, what will be our precision, recall, F1 scores, and accuracy of our model. I will try to show all of those things. So first of all, let's check the data set. Okay, so we have a data set that is a company data set, and so this is the data set basically, and we have columns like customer ID, gender, senior citizen, whether the person is a senior citizen or not, like 0 1. it's a it's a categorical numeric column. Okay, so this is a non-numeric categorical column, like partner, dependent, then tenure, from how many months this person is with us, that is the with company. So that is one such column. So first of all, we need to understand what is customer churn. Customer churn, that means a person who is opting out of the services. Suppose there is a bank, suppose. Okay, so if the customer deactivates or closes his or her account, then that person is like opting out of the services of the bank. So that means that customer has turned out. That means he has opted out. Okay, and there will be many such customers, those who are like continuing up with the services after an year or after some amount of time. Okay, so this data set basically talks about one such company's customers, and then so these are some columns, and finally we have our we can say till t. These are all independent columns or independent features or variables, you can say, and this is our dependent variable, or you can say a predictor variable. Okay, so in turn we are seeing the data is no and yes, that is a binary variable column. Okay, so binary means two classes. Okay, 0 and 1 most probably, and here in churn column we can see no and yes, so that is also a categorical column. So for these type of problem where we have a binary classification, okay, so that's why we use a classification algorithm to predict such type and to solve such type of problem. Okay, so I hope you are clear with this data set part. Okay, and what is customer churn? Okay, so I will so from this uh, project I have started using Google Colab. Okay, even the persons, those who are not aware of Google Colab, I will make an introductory video where I will be helping them around for all common uh, commands for the Google Colab. Okay, and you will find this project, this notebook in my GitHub account also. So I will share the data set as well as this notebook over there, and we'll share the link in the description of this video. Okay, so starting with we can see importing the necessary libraries. Okay, so basically these libraries like the NumPy, Pandas, input output, that is IO, and sklearn, the most important library as per my experience. So scikit-learn has all the models built in, so that's why we have imported sklearn also over here. So just if you do a shift enter, or if you just click over here, it will run these all and will import the necessary libraries. So here in Google Colab, we have one such advantage. Just to talk about Google Colab, we have just one advantage, that here we don't need to download the Python libraries. Almost 90 to 95% of the libraries are already downloaded in Google Colab for you guys, and you just need to import them and you can use them. So there will not be a major problem of libraries as such. Okay, so here, so this is the Google.Colab is a module or package from where we are importing the files library. Okay, and then using this here you can use any variable like uploaded, or I have used the dataset to upload and save the data in a variable that is dataset. So here to note one such thing is when we are uploading the file, when you run this command, then this choose files will be enabled, and you can upload the dataset over there using a pop-up window. Okay, you will be able to access your local location, and you will be able to if I want to show you, I will show you. See, now no file chosen is there, and if you choose files here uh, in the desktop, if I show you downloads, so here is our churn dataset. Okay, so it will start uploading the dataset, and it has saved in the Google Colab environment. Okay, so now as it will be completed, yes, 100% is done. Okay, so here to note one such thing is here as of now the data set is loaded in a type as dictionary. I will try to show you how the data set looks like as of now. You can see class dictionary. Okay, and if you just write data set, and I will be just commenting this, and you can see the data set will be in the form of a dictionary. Okay, key and then value like this. Okay, so but we will not be able to process the data set as of now in the form of dictionary. So as we do in our Jupyter notebook, we have a pandas function, that is the read underscore csv. So with the io library, the dot string io will decode the data set, and utf hyphen 8 is just a unicode. You just need to write this, and the dataset churn.csv is already saved in our local environment. We just need to uh, like type in this command, and it will read the dataset, and it will now be in the form of a data frame for you. Okay, so if you just do a df.head, you can see now the customer ID column, our dataset has perfectly been loaded. Okay, with the last column as churn. This is similar. This is same as what we did for our like what we saw in our Excel sheet. Okay, now just looking at the basic thing, like what is the shape of our data set. So if we just hit a df.shape, we will be able to see that there are 7043 rows and 21 columns. And once again, doing a basic statistical analysis for our data set, so we have a describe function or describe method, and we can see all such things like for our all the numeric columns only we'll be able to get the statistical analysis. So here as of now, if you can see, there is a senior citizen, tenure. So for all the numeric columns which we have, see these are all categorical columns, monthly charges and total charges. We'll be able to see monthly charges. uh, yes. Okay, so this is then the statistical analysis. We'll be able to see the mean of the column, standard deviation, the minimum value, then the the first quartile, then the middle quartile, and the max quartile. Okay, there are three types of quartile. Percentile, sorry, if I say percentile. Okay, minimum percentile, this is the maximum percentile, and this is the maximum value. Okay, so if you are not aware of statistics, then you need to study some basic terminology of statistics as well. Okay, so here I have listed down in this command, I have listed down all the names of those columns, okay, present in the data set. So here you can use the df.columns.values. Here if you see our data set, I have stored in our variable df. So I am continuously using the df variable. Okay. Okay, so df.columns.values. This has listed down all the column names. Okay, so now here what we are checking, if I just comment first of all this, so I have taken for, see, customer ID will be a unique column. Okay, every customer will have a unique customer ID. Okay, and for gender, if we just need to check that, okay, how many males are present or how many females are present. Okay, so if we do a df gender dot value underscore counts, see value underscore counts is a method which will give you the count of all the unique values as an aggregate. Okay, so here if you see the male count in our data set is 3555, and for female the count is almost like almost like 90-95%, 3488. Okay, so this value underscore counts will aggregate the unique values and will give the counts for those values. Okay, those for repetition. Okay, similarly I will show you for multiple lines dot value column value counts. Okay, so here also, if you see, if there are, if the suppose a person has multiple lines, that means if multiple lines are available, so it is showing that okay, for there's a single line for 3,390 persons. There are multiple lines, that means there are multiple landline phones for that customer for around 2,971 customers, and there's a no phone service also for 682. So these are all the unique values, and these are the counts for this. Okay, so here one more column we have taken. See, you can check the value counts for any of the columns if you want. Okay, I have just given you example that how we'll be checking the count. Finally, we will be checking the count for our dependent variable, that is our predictor variable churn, and here we have used df churn dot value counts. So here you can see almost there are 5,000 values for no, that is the person has not churned out. He or she is continuing the services with the organization, and yes, that means around 1,870 persons or 1,869 persons to be specific are churned out from the organization. So see, based on these values, we are going to check and we are going to evaluate the percentage of the customers those who are turned out. Okay, just to have a rough idea that okay, how many percentage of customers have opted out of the total customers from the bank. So how we will be doing this, you are seeing this, that this is our variable df underscore churn. Okay, this is just a name, and here how we are filtering that. See, this is our, if you don't look at this first df, you check this first. So df churn is equal to, here we are filtering out using a condition that the the data set for the column churn, and then where it is equal to yes. So those rows we are taking for the outer df, and then dot shape. See, shape will give the values in the form of rows comma columns. So here if I show you specifically, I will just take this part. Okay, and I will take this, and I am okay. So if I show you this, so you will be able to see that okay, 1869 rows are there, 1869 values are there, and 21 columns with the person, that is you can see the same count, yes. Okay, and if I here give as no, here also suppose I'm just showing you an example. Here you will see the 5174. Okay, so df churn is equal to no is a condition. Okay, we are just filtering out those rows where churn is equal to no, and then we are capturing the entire data set for this filter condition, and dot shape will give us the shape, and simply if we put 0 over here, it will give us this count. So you can see this is 5174. So this was just for your explanation. Okay, we can delete this. Okay. So now if we are doing the evaluation, how we are doing to evaluate. So here you can see the count would be, I'm just writing the count for you guys. So it will be 1869 and for this count will be retained will be 5174, since we have already seen this. Okay, so what percentage of the customers have churned out? So this is just a simple formula that you have to for churning out, if we need to calculate the percentage, it is just like what we're doing is percent of customers which are turned out upon the total customers into 100. So it will give us the value in percent. Same is the case with the customers who are retained. Okay, and if we just do a, so you can see the 26%. And if we want to round this, this can be also rounded. Let's check that whether it will work or not. Two decimal places, suppose. And here also, what I'll be doing is, let's see whether we'll be able to. Okay, now let's try. Yes, so 26.54% opted out of the total customers from the bank or from the organization. I've just written as bank, or it may be some other organization as well as, and 73.46% of the total customers are continuing with the services. Why? Because see, here we have used the retained percentage. Okay, so retained, what value we had for retained? This is 5174, and 1869 was the value of churned. Okay, so now I think you have got the idea. And we have just done the basic analysis of our customer churn data set. In my next video, I'll be doing the data pre-processing part. We'll be doing the feature scaling, and we'll be also completing this project by building our logistic regression model. So please do comment if you have some doubts regarding the above Python, this whole uh, project. And if you have some other doubts, please post in the comment section as well, and I will be happy to resolve them. Till then, keep practicing, keep learning. Thank you.